Being able to help other people is not an obligation, it's an opportunity.
Giving itself is a gift.
I'd like to see the church work together and get the job done.
I think the time that in our life where we experienced extravagant generosity was when I had my open heart surgery back in 1998. The people that came out of the woodwork to help us out, it was just a moving experience, and it's one that actually brought our family back to church. It really is hard to accept help, but the people that want to help you, once you've helped somebody, you know how good that feeling is. And that made me realize that after that whole experience that, you know, when I have given to people, it's such a great feeling. And maybe you have to, maybe since I was on the receiving end of that, it's easier for me to know what that feels like.
Getting involved in church, more involved in the church as our children grew, it came senior high time and mission trip time, and I had the luxury of having summers off. And you know, when Brian Bushkill looked for volunteers, and I thought, well, I have nothing better to do really, and I volunteered to go on that trip, and it truly was a life-changing experience. And I remember Cameron saying to me after that trip, you know, Mom, I'm not the same person I was.
It allowed you that mechanism to give that generosity back that we so received back years ago.
Coming home from that very first mission trip, we had, I think, predominantly boys in our van, Kim Merkel and I, and they were literally like hovered over our shoulders, brainstorming things they could do when they got back to continue. How can we keep this going? We got the challenge, and we came up with the Give Big program that we then were able to involve our church family in, to give them a sense of what we do when we go on this mission trip. I think everybody who had any part in it felt that same sense of generosity. You know, just being able to help somebody else out, and at the same time building more ties with each other in the church.
There's so many good things going on at this church that it'd be such a shame to see any of them slip away. But we have to have the volunteers. We have to have the money to keep it going. Everybody can take a look at their situation, and you just have to ask yourself, what more can I do? Can I give more financially? Can I give more of my talent? I'm pretty sure everybody can answer yes to one of those questions. When you've been on church council, you understand what it takes to make this church go. I mean, it takes money to keep the church going, and there's no guarantee that the church will be here 10 years from now. And so we all just have to look inside ourselves, dig deep, as the Wrights football team so proudly said 5 or 6 years ago. It's time for us to dig deep, and everybody needs to look in the mirror and say, what can I do to help this church move forward? I want to be part of this. This is a great feeling, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So, you know, it's time to get on the train and let's get this thing rolling. Let's go.